The restoration of this church felt a little daunting at first when we closed it in 2017. Many generations had done their best to sort of fix problems or address water intrusion, but over time it had really become sort of cluttered and it was in pretty bad shape. We established 3 design criteria. Those were historic appreciation, simple elegance, with simple being really important to the original architect's vision, and transcendence.
St. Mary's Church was built by the founder, Miss Sarah Gibbs. The cornerstone was laid in 1847. Miss Gibbs worked with Richard Upjohn, the premier American architect at the time, who had created this new style of architecture called American Gothic Revival. This particular type, or this vernacular architecture, is known because of its simplicity. So there's the lack of ornamentation in the church, there's lack of decoration on the church walls. The decoration is the materials themselves.
What was interesting in this building was there was not a single surface inside that didn't need repaired, repainted, refinished, or reupholstered. Everything was in a disastrous condition. They had put a sort of tarp-type surface over years of cracks in the wall. And when we took that down, not only plaster began to fall in, but all the cracks became visible. The ceiling was also very hard because it was in a hot area and it had crumbled. And we needed to put on top of the cracked plaster a film that would hold additional coat of plaster and not allow the cracks to come through after we had painted the surfaces. So we had to make it a completely watertight enclosure by repointing the walls so the water didn't seep through.
We had about 6 or 8 window wells where water was getting in. Those were sealed, but we needed a new roof. We want it to be historically accurate. Putting up smaller slate, it's almost double the labor cost. So we made the decision to go with the original size slate as close as possible to the original slate that was up there. Both of our crosses were demolished. One of them was a cement replica, and one of them was a brownstone that fell apart upon taking them down. And I went to the church and said, if we want crosses, I need money. And about 4 days later, I had the money. But we have real brownstone crosses up there, so better than before, due to the generosity of the church.
We all saw the importance of placing the church on the National Historic Register. We're very proud of that, and we hope to continue the preservation for future generations.